I have mad respect for people who can just quit drinking cold turkey, decide they're going to stop and just stop and never go back. That never worked for me. I tried to quit drinking literally dozens of times over the course of a 10-year period, and I'd make it a couple of days, couple weeks, or months, and eventually I would return to drinking again, really just because the compulsion to drink, the mental obsession, the craving would become so overwhelming that I would have to give into it eventually. I felt crazy. I didn't know why this was. I thought, why can't I just have the willpower? I really want to quit. Why can't I just quit for good? But again, those thoughts and cravings would just overwhelm me, and I would eventually say screw it and just give in to the urge to drink. I now know that there's actually a well-researched phenomenon, which is called the alcohol deprivation effect, which is exactly what was happening to me. Essentially, what this phenomenon shows is that for people who are addicted to alcohol, when they quit drinking, because they're addicted, their brain actually goes into a deprivation period. It's called the alcohol deprivation effect. And when that happens, the brain actually ends up wanting to drink more because it thinks that it needs the alcohol to survive, essentially. And so when we're deprived of anything, what happens is that our craving for it will increase. Like if we're really, really thirsty, all we're going to do is think about water. If we're really hungry, all we're going to do is think about food. So something similar happens when we're addicted to alcohol and we just stop drinking cold turkey. Our brain goes into deprivation mode and we start thinking about drinking, obsessing on it, craving it. And for a lot of us, eventually just giving into it because the urge becomes so overwhelming. I personally believe this is why 80% or more of people end up relapsing after they go to alcohol treatment within 6 months. If it were as easy as just quitting alcohol, I think there would be a lot of people who are able to quit and just not go back to drinking again. But it's not that simple for a lot of people. And it honestly leads us to feeling like we're crazy because a lot of us, when we try to quit drinking, we sincerely mean it. We sincerely want to. We're sincerely trying, but we only have so much willpower, and eventually that burns out, and a lot of us can give into that urge to drink, and it just keeps us stuck in this cycle of drinking and then quitting drinking and then relapsing again, and we just start to hate ourselves, to be honest. But for me, what really changed this, as you guys know, was the Sinclair method and going on the medication Naltrexone. What this treatment did for me over time is I just feel like it reversed the addiction to alcohol in my brain. It over time completely eliminated the craving and compulsion to drink, and just feels like the addiction was erased from my brain completely. Like I was restored back to the place I was in my teenage years before I ever had an alcohol addiction, where I didn't think about drinking anymore. I didn't care about drinking. If and when I did drink, I had control again. And that's why I'm such a huge advocate for this treatment, because it just changed my life. It worked when nothing else did. It freed me of the alcohol addiction, and now I'm over 6 years alcohol-free, completely effortless. I don't try. I don't white-knuckle it. I don't fear that I'm going to drink again one day. I don't take the medication anymore either, because I was just following the Sinclair method, so I was just taking it before drinking. But I feel completely healed, completely cured of the addiction thanks to this treatment. But again, mad respect for people who can just quit cold turkey and not look back. That just never worked for me. Oh, and you can learn more about this treatment with my other videos or check out the link in my profile.